Hey guys, today we're in Minecraft land. I wanted to give a couple of tours of some of the things that I have been working on in our family server. I've shown a couple of things, but I've had a lot of projects that I have been working on lately and haven't really been able to do a proper tour. And a friend of mine, my bestie, was asking about my recent one, which is a desert tower. So I wanted to be able to do a little bit of a tour. I have been trying to figure out how to get the replay mods working for our server. We have a few mods that give us backpacks. You'll see, like, I have a map up there. We have a map function that we live and die by. But we had to switch server locations from Colorado to LA. So what happened was we lost a lot of our map. We didn't lose our map. We lost like what we can see. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I've been working on quite a few builds all over. The mods we have again, we have like backpacks, the map. I use shaders. We also have some stuff. I don't know that you can see it. You can kind of see them over there by my bed. Cabinets and whatnot, seeing as how I like to build. But with that, some of the mods are not cooperating with the replay mod. So I have to wait for my son to get some of it going so I can properly film. Not that I'll ever be a very good filmer at all. I can film in Fallout, but not in the Minecraft. So basically we're just going to do a walking tour. I might go into spectator mode. Everything that you've seen or that you will be seeing has all been done in survival. I am able to teleport, and I do have some, I guess, what would be admin privileges, but I rarely use them other than to teleport. I kind of allow myself to do that. So we're going to do some tours, just walking around, nothing super fancy, but I want to show it off. And then maybe someday we'll get the replay mod working. So for now, we're just going to bebop around. I want to show you some things. Yeah, so I believe I might have shown a video of this build previously. This is my castle build, I call it. My husband challenged me to build the giant castle, so I did. Just ignore my drowned over there. They got in my boat. So we'll go over there for a little tour, but you see, I have a working lighthouse. That was the very first little bit of redstone that I was able to accomplish, and that made me super happy. This is my boat dock. We'll just go up here. This is the front of the castle proper. It's pretty big. Again, I did all of this in survival. I don't know if that makes me crazy or what. Yeah, we have the castle. We'll have some buildings over here. This is still very much a work in progress. I'm constantly adding to it. This over here is my husband's house. Rude. Yeah, run away. Run away. This is my husband's house. I built it specifically for him so that he can have a place to stay over here. Nothing super fancy. We do have a balcony over here to where you can see quite a bit of stuff. He liked it on the outside of the castle wall. His bedroom is up here. Circular staircase. This is his little bedroom, his little storage. He's got his little area. I like to have places for everybody at each one of my little builds. We do also have, let me close that door. Down here goes to a storage area for him, crafting area, all that fun stuff. I don't know if he's got, yeah, we've got some stuff stored down here. But then this also, storage. This opens up out here. You can also, why are my gates open? You can also come in here. This is the farm area of the castle. I have a strider, my poor little neurotic strider. I haven't been able to put a saddle on him yet. But we have chickens, my pigs. Over here, we've got horses and cows. I don't know why he's up there. These towers, you can also go up to the towers to go take a look at everything out that way. There's nothing in them, but you can go walk the ramparts. Over here is our courtyard for our castle proper. That's my horse, my llama, and then my kid's horse up there. Always trying to get in my castle. But there's the castle. This right here is a restaurant and inn. We'll go in just a second. This is my armory. You can go all the way up there. A little blacksmith stall. We have little fish market over here. This is our library. I'll save everybody the motion sickness, but it goes all the way up there, and I have some villagers up there for trading, but this is my library. Every place should have a library. Pretty much all my builds, I try to put a library in. This is a little restaurant. It's where I store my foodstuffs. I don't have any potatoes, but I got some steaks, that kind of stuff. Then I heard a villager. Up here is where you can rent rooms. Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. I think an Enderman got up here. But you can rent rooms here. We have bigger rooms. We can go upstairs for some more. Think like old Western kind of stuff. But yeah, few rooms there. We have some tables underneath the stairs here for hanging out, chilling. That's our little restaurant. We'll go inside the castle now, though. Close our doors. This is where you come into the main part of the castle. Come right here, my little throne room. More libraries. That tower right there goes to some crafting. I have a lava farm, some stuff over there. Can't see over here. That door leads to a storage tower. This is just storage, my important stuff. This is all storage. It goes all the way up there for storage. Over here is our enchanting area. Love the enchanting area. A little empty over here. Eventually it'll be storage. We'll come back to that in a minute. That's my little throne room. If we come upstairs, again, this castle is constantly a work in progress. Always adding to it, you'll see when we go outside. So there'll be more and more work done to this. It's our great dining hall. We have a little kitchen area up here. I just crashed right into that. We have our table for when we have guests come over. This is the great area for dining. Chandeliers, paintings, and then this upstairs is what I consider my room, so to speak. I have my little unicorn. My great wall of backpacks. Again, we have a backpack mod, and there's a bajillion of them. Normally a spider backpack is right here, but I currently... Actually, we'll go ahead and put him back on the wall. These are all the backpacks I have, and more over here. My bed area, a villager who is stuck up here. So rude. My lovely little fireplace. And then from out here, I can see the entirety of my kingdom. Not the entirety. It's a little bit cramped. But yeah, all of this done in survival. My husband did all of the collecting of the stone. My kids did too. There's a lot of stone. So anyway, we're going to jump ahead. We'll go out to the main area. Oh no, I forgot. We need to go down here. Oh. Rude. So down here, we're going to open this. It might get a little bumpy, a little bit crazy. We're going downstairs to the dungeon. uh, so my idea was I was going to have a dungeon with a fighting pit. So if we come down here, I don't know if it's going to work. I created some tinted glass. Oh, see, I do have a mob down there. My theory was I would have mobs spawn inside here and you could go fight them if you want. Seating areas, that kind of stuff. It didn't quite get the mobs to spawn the way I want them to. And I'll probably still do some texturing. Again, I'll say it 5 million times, work in progress. But that's my plan. That's what the dungeon is for. So I will meet you guys back up top so we can do a further tour of the rest of the place. All right, so we're back out front. This is just a little flower stall. I have a little gazebo area. This is just random storage for as I'm working on stuff. Eventually that'll go away. I made a couple of houses throughout my little village, and they'll say if they're available or not. Basically like little real estate. You can move into them as you want to. This is our like bakery. We have all the little goodies and treats and everything will go inside. You can come in here when you're feeling like embarrassing. Anytime you're feeling like you need a little snacky snack, we've got some. Why? I don't know why that's there. Endermen can't pick up anvils, can they? As you can see, I have a backpack. I have to have the backpack. I don't know why that's there. That's weird. Up here is just a little storage area, kind of a little living space for our baker. I did have a villager in here. He escaped. So we'll go back out here. Another house. This is not available. My lovely child has moved in here, but we'll do a quick little tour. Very basic little kitchen joint. Our sleeping area, little dining area, some shelving. I tell you, I have not played for very long, just a few months. And storage, more little seating areas. But this house is taken. Sorry, folks. Very recently, this was the addition, the newest addition to our little thing. Oh, our dog just had puppies, and so the puppies are wanting attention. This is called the House of Wood. No jokes, please. This is where I stash wood and saplings for all the different trees. We also have leaves. I use a lot of leaves, sticks. Oh, I do have some sticks. Very basic storage for wood products. Over here is weapons, armors, tools. This is where you go to do all the things. Now, again, I had villagers in here. They ran away. It's really quite rude. This is where you'd find some armor, a couple other sections for weapons and whatnot, different kinds. Ain't got much resources. We'll get you some stone or iron. Here's some more for like armor and stuff for your leather armor. Little seating area while we wait. We do have a sleeping area for the villagers that are supposed to be here. Yeah, that's great. I am still learning the best way to trap your villagers. But eventually I would like to have this whole place filled with everything. This is our fabric store. We've got all the different wools. We've got the looms. We do have a couple villagers in here. It says baker because I tried to spawn some. We were doing a test. But as you can see, we've got all kinds of stuff up here. So this is just our little fabric store. But yeah, we tried spawning in villagers as a test. That's why some of them are running amok and they have different names. This is also a, is this one available? Yep, this is the house that is available. Random villager again. Nothing fancy in here. Just a little, I guess, studio kind of joint. Got a kitchen, living room, books, of course, and a center fireplace, or a corner fireplace. Oh. Eventually I'll get the hang of the villagers. But yeah, my goal is to have a fully fleshed out little village on this island. I'll show you on the map what we're looking at. This is another house that I built. This was trying different techniques. Here's our little kitchen area, little seating area. I did put storage up here, I think. Yeah, just this could be for whatever. I figured, with friends and family that are on the server, anybody can do what they want with it. We did have a little seating area, little library, if you will, workstation, and our bedroom, complete with a canopy bed. These kinds of ones I don't always fully flesh out. People might want to come live here. I don't know. So this is just a round building. I'm probably going to be tearing this one down. I haven't quite decided what I want to do with it. I just built it to see if I could. I do want to give you kind of a glimpse over here since it is getting dark. That's my bridge. That goes over to where the farmlands and I have a sugarcane farm over there. That's the bridge that connects over to my husband's campsite, his workshop, if you will. But that's my working lighthouse. So yeah. We'll go take a meander over here while it's still dark. This is a giant tree that my darling child of mine is working on for me. It's going to be a custom tree. We're going to have, I don't know if we've settled on a library or cafe. I'm not sure what we've settled on. But that is a work in progress, as you can see. They've done amazing work. It's like ridiculously cool. And this, literally, just a little garden, little tree area to go through. I thought I had a bee. Oh well. We have little seating areas, little nooks and crannies, some views of the ocean. That's pretty groovy. It's purely here to look pretty. I tried to use a lot of glowberries and stuff. So let me just show you on our map. This is obviously where we're at right now. This is the entire, I have terraformed this. I have built this up. You'll see this is a bridge we're going to go across, and this is some other stuff, some cool stuff here. We do have a little fishing dock over here and the start of a mine operation that I'm still currently working on. But you can see this whole island. This is my castle. My castle island. That's a tree farm. And this is my husband's workshop area. We have an iron farm. We have a mob farm and that kind of stuff. But for now, I will meet you over at the bridge. All right, so we're over at the bridge now. Just a cute little area here. This is just a little bridge that I had to connect the two islands. Both the islands were already here. I just wanted to build them up. So over here, I'm supposed to again have a villager. He ran away. I don't know what I'm doing on that end. But these are my farms. All the basic ones you see here. Of course, I have the bamboo. Over there is a sugarcane auto farm. This is just a little house for my villager. If he were here, that is where he would stay. Let's go. I can show you back here what I've got going on. I have some storage back here. I've used a lot of materials lately, so I don't have much in storage. My little farm. And then if we go back over here, we're going to cut through here. This to me was just a little like viewing thing. You can see over here, you can kind of see better the scope of the tree that we're working on. It's so cool. We did so much tree farming. Again, work in progress. I don't know that this build will ever truly be done. This is a system that takes over to my husband's like workshop area. We built a bridge that's about 500 blocks long. He built the most of it, and I did all the other structures. I'll go into spectator mode and kind of show how it looks like. I don't know that I've shown pictures. This is my lighthouse with the working light. It makes me happy. You can go all the way to the top, but again, I'll save everybody the motion sickness of going in a circle. But it does go all the way to the top. Probably add more stuff. Eventually, I'd like to have maps and stuff on there on the wall. And that would be kind of fun for me. This is the lighthouse keeper's house. Very, very simple little cozy cabin. Plenty of storage for whatever they might need to store. Eventually, again, I'd like to have maps all over the wall in here too. And then over here, we're going to go a little bit crazy. My idea was for a harbor. There was a kind of almost a natural one already going on. And so I created a tunnel. I'll just show this real quick. In this little area, we have delivery boats for storage. We'll go down to the shipmaster's office. You see it just comes down. Nothing fancy, still working on it. I have my crane. I'd like to eventually build maybe a big boat in here, but I have to make it for the scale of what would actually come into my harbor. So we'll come back over here and go downstairs to, whoa! I'm a danger to myself. You can kind of see a little bit better here. That's my little tunnel. Boats can come in and out of there, deliver to the different docking areas. We'll build some more as we expand. This to me was like a shipmaster's office. You check in when you do your deliveries, some of the stuff we're shipping, things like that. Little dock, you can dock your boat and go to the different things. You see, it's just a little bit of storage. But yeah, I wanted to have like a little harbor. And then I terraformed all of this. These tracks lead all the way over to my... I don't need him over here. You better run. Oh, he's coming to get me. Nope. I don't know where he went. That's what you get. Anyway, you can see this comes all across. You can see how that bridge extends out into the distance. So we'll just take a quick flyover so you all can see what it looks like. I'm not very good with spectator mode, but we'll show you. This was the bridge that we built. My husband did the whole basic structure of it, the platform part, I guess. I did all the underneath stuff, all the, I don't know what those are called, like making it like a suspension bridge type situation. And it runs all the way over here to his area. I like it. So we'll come land over here and then we will go to the next area. I hope you guys like the castle. All right, now this was a build I did not too long ago. I'm not going in any particular order. It's just wherever I happened to be. I had got it in my head that I wanted to do a maze. So I found an island and I built one. So this is, you get here by boat. Here's a boat dock. I have lots of rabbits running around. We will go up top here. It's the only thing on this island. is my maze. It's pretty groovy. I won't do a flyover because I don't want anybody, I want you to be able to beat it. It was very fun. This is just a little storage for some of my extra materials, but also it's just there. Just a cute little hut. You gotta have it. For my little rabbits. We did a maze. And we go through here. Let's see if I can remember how to get through here. I built it. You'd think I would know. Under here is glowstone. I do have the shader, so it makes my leaves look a little bit more bushy. I think I'm going the wrong way. Yep. Nope, wrong way. Do. I built it, I swear. We'll come over here. Nope. This way? Yep. And then you come out this way, and you get some prizes. And then you can come out. I did build it so you cannot come out this way. I mean, I guess you could if you really wanted to be a party pooper. But yeah, that's all there is on this one. It's literally just my maze and my rabbits. But it's just a small maze, nothing fancy. Yeah. So I built a maze. Let's see. We will go take a gander at the next location. I'll meet you there. Okay. So here we are. This is one of my most recent ones. It is still somewhat unfinished to the extent that I could plant a lot more crops. We'll go over and I'll show you a little bit closer, but essentially this is based on a Tumblr story that was like a writing prompt, the god of Arepo, and that like I fell in love with that story. So I felt that I wanted to build, I guess, a shrine, I guess. I still need to plant some more trees, more wheat fields. This is just the little farmer's hut. Basically, we have a bed, some storage, campfire to keep us warm. Nothing super fancy. I wanted to keep it very, what's the word? Very chill. Very simple, I guess I'm looking for. But we have a ton of wheat fields all planted through here. I do have some things kind of mixed in as well. I think, yeah, we have some beets and stuff over there. Oh, it's raining. But that is my God of Arepo shrine. I do need to build a better path, though, to the front part here. But we can come up here. You can see my giant statue. Clicking on the book will actually give you the whole story of the God of Arepo. I mean, it's 30 pages, but come on. If and you're wanting to ever come visit our server, definitely get in touch with me and we'd like to have some people. You can read the story of the God of Arepo. It's a beautiful story. So that was kind of my vision and how I thought we could portray the story in Minecraft. But I do love my villager there. I do work daytime. When the sun sets and rises, when the sun is setting, it sets right behind there and it's pretty gorgeous. So for now, let's move on to it's my most recent one. I literally just finished it. I have 2 other projects in the works, but let's zoom on over to my most recent build and take a tour over there. Okay, so before I turn around and show this beautifulness, just know that I built this and then had to tear it down because it looked like a birthday cake. And we will probably go into spectator mode because I want to show it in all its glory. This is it's obviously nether portal. I took a design that I had found on YouTube I wish I would remember. If I can remember how I found it, I will put the creators in there because I did tweak it a little bit, but I totally jacked it from them. And this is what I call my Badlands Tower. I had not built in the Badlands and I really wanted to do something. This is still, it is complete, but I feel like it's missing something. If you have any suggestions on how to fill out this tower, I will gladly take them because I feel like I'm missing something and I'm not sure what. So let me pop into spectator mode real quick because I want to be able to give you a better view of it. Okay, so we are in spectator mode. I want to be able to give a better view because it goes so high. As you can see, we go up pretty high. This is my moon statue. I wanted something pretty cool on top of my Badlands Tower. Again, another design. I really need to be better about the creators that I'm watching because without, I mean, I tweaked it a little bit, but yeah, I need to be better. So if you are watching this and this is your design, please give yourself a shout out in the comments. I didn't do a lot of terraforming or a lot of outside stuff on this one, mostly because I didn't feel it fit in the Badlands. I wanted it to just be a tower and look cool. So let's go inside. I did make a water elevator for the first time, although I'm still trying to figure out how to use it because it yeets me way up. But that was exciting. I did a water elevator not all by myself. I gotta love YouTube. And this is just little work area, storage, some crafting. We got a little sink over here, crafting and furnaces here. We'll go up. Now, hopefully I can get to my room area before I get completely yeeted. Yeah, I didn't. This is just a seating area. This is almost the top of the tower. I consider this my library. Yes, libraries and everything. So we are going to back out, and I think, yep, this is my bedroom area. For if I want to stay over here. Got a nice view, sort of the sky. Nothing fancy, just super simple. Some leaves, some glowberries, some lamps and whatnot. So, yeah, I was excited to be able to do it. It's just pretty simple. I did have to demolish it because it looked like a birthday cake when my first iteration of it. So then we just have a pathway over to our nether portal. Again, nothing fancy. We'll leave the torches out because we don't like mobs. You can see my moon up there. I love it. So I will bring up my map and we will go to probably the final one. This is already getting very long. We'll probably go to my final location. So hang on and I will meet you over there. We have a rainbow thanks to my shaders. As you can tell, we are on a Mooshroom Island. Took a little while to find one of these. My son actually cheated and did some sort of search thing because I had a really bad time with falling in some lava, destroying some builds on accident. It was a whole thing. So he found me a Mooshroom Island. All so that I can build a Mooshroom Tower. This one was fun to build. I used actual mushroom blocks for that. The body of the mushroom is actually bone blocks. I didn't like how the concrete looked, and I felt like this was a little bit better as far as making it feel more organic, I guess. So all of this is bone meal, and I just loved the way it looked more natural. Got all the lovely greenery around it and whatnot. Nothing super fancy. I don't know why my glowberries aren't fully going there. I haven't done much to the rest of the island. It's more like I wanted to leave it natural. Eventually, I will probably add on to this with some mushroom villages. I'm really bad about I'll get an idea in my head and then, not that I abandon it, but eventually this will be fleshed out. But I just thought it would be cute to have someone who lives naturally with all the mushrooms. I love the mushrooms. So we'll go inside. Our little entryway. Nothing super fancy. We'll come in here. Our little kitchen area. We have a little crafting area. Of course, you got to have your little table. That reminds me of Mario for some reason. We'll go upstairs, hopefully not too much motion sickness. Along the way, we have bookshelves, we have storage, some candles, glowberries, more storage, and I do have things in like almost all of them. Some plants. Nope, nothing in that one. Some mushrooms, and we keep going up. I liked having all the leaves and stuff. This one again is if somebody else wanted to move in on the server, if they want to decorate it. It doesn't have a whole lot. It's very, very simple, but I kind of like it that way. My bed area is super cute. Some more bookshelves, a little workstation, my little fireplace. And then eventually we'll figure out something for here. I kind of liked the openness of it all. Nothing too crazy. You can kind of see a little bit better the floral stuff. I liked the cherry blossom mixed in with mangrove and the red mushrooms and all of that. This one's just a fun build. I think of my castle build as my main one. That's where I spend most of my time. I do my crafting. Most of my storage, I would say, is probably there. So that is my mushroom tower. I think maybe we'll hop on over and, as I hopped, that was so not intended. I think we will hop on over to my Witchy Island. I don't remember ever sharing that with everybody. And now I'm just being crazy wanting to show all the things. So hang on and I will meet you over at the Witchy Island. Okay, this is my Witchy Island. I had an idea to do a similar tower, kind of like my mushroom one, kind of like my Badlands tower. This was one I did a few months back. It was one of my first towers. We have a greenhouse. As you can see, a creeper got me and I rage quit that day. So I still need to fix that. But we have some trees, different trees from the nether. We got some pale oak. I planted mangrove and jungle trees. These are all mangrove all around the island. I wanted it kind of closed in a little bit, make it a little bit more spooky. But if we come down here, we'll show this is my enchanting area where I do all my enchantments. I was so excited when I figured out how to float the candles. It made me happy. We have some storage in here, some things, that kind of stuff. Over here, we have, I loved all the things from the nether. That was what this was really inspired by, was the nether. This is where my villager lives. Oops. Sorry, dude. This is where my villager lives because I can get mending. Not very great. My son has a better priced one. But this is where he hangs out. He's got his own little joint. I stole him from the neighboring village. This is the front entrance, obviously, of my thing. It is wildly busy. I wanted the idea of a moat, so I did soul fire all the way around it. And then we just have our temple. Sorry guys, a tower. We have our kitchen. Got plenty of foliage, little seating area, cauldron over the fire, this kind of stuff. It's a little cramped. I might have done it just a little bit different if now that I've got more practice. We have storage. This over here was my enchantment room, but I was having issues, and so now it is just an empty tower. Maybe I will stick a villager in here someday. I don't know. But I moved my enchantment room because I was having issues where I couldn't get enough bookshelves for full enchantment. And then this is my sleeping area in my tower, complete with floating candles, fireplace. And then this was my main base for quite some time. It's just so ridiculously colorful and wonderful. And then back here we do have, did I make a path? I did. I'm not even following my own path. I did have a mine over here. I don't have a mine at every location, but in some where I know I'm going to be spending plenty of time at, I like to have a mine. So, and this one was difficult because I am on an island. So I did start a mine over here. I think I was looking specifically for something. All that dirt is where I reached water. There's water on the other side. So I have my little mine. Nothing super fancy. But this is my Witchy Island. So here's a quick little flyover. You can kind of see what's going on here. It's crazy. It's colorful. It operates as a whole functioning base with everything. I mean, I have my greenhouse, I have my enchantment room, mine, I have my library over there. But this was fun to make. I did enjoy that one. And then I did add all the trees around it on that side because I was hiding from it. I do have another portal over there. But this one was fun to do with all the warped forest woods. I really liked it. So yeah, those were the tours. We're back at the castle. I hope that you like some of them. I hope you liked all of them, but I hope you found it. If you didn't like all of them, hopefully you liked at least one. I take great pride in doing them all in survival, even though it can be difficult at sometimes. I always have big plans. I have a couple of projects that I'm working on right now that are going to be pretty epic in scale. So I will have videos of those coming up. Hopefully we'll be able to get the replay mod working. If you'd like to come visit us on our server, please get in touch. We wouldn't mind having some other folks. I'm literally just here for the building. That's all I'm here for. So anyway, I'm going to end this now. This has gotten ridiculously long. I hope that you enjoyed the tours. Please do all of the things. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I greatly appreciate it. I want to be able to have more content from everybody. And can I just point out, like, if you've made it this far, please, my armor. I died. I fell in a lake of lava in the nether because I got knocked off when I was looking at other portals. And I found a gold mending armor. So the rest of it is iron, except for that one, because it's actually not bad. So I know I look ridiculous. That's okay. Whoops, sorry. Extreme close-up. So anyway, guys, we'll end this now. Until next time. See you later.